Hello everyone, welcome to this session of Class 6 Mathematics, and I am your Anu for MathSchool.1. Last class we have been seeing some problems in basic geometrical ideas, chapter 5, isn't it? So let's continue with some more problems. So we have seen up to circles and the terms involving circles, and I've showed you all the parts regarding circles you have to know about. Now in the next problem we have a triangle. See, there is a triangle and it is named DEF, and there is a point G. Okay, so from this you need to find three triangles. See, that would be easy for you, but just remember you should name the triangles. Okay, so naming the triangles is very important, and naming the angles is also equally important. Okay, so now you need to find three triangles, 6 line segments, and 2 triangles with angle E as common. Okay, this is what you have to do. So now where do we find three triangles? Basically this is a triangle, this figure is a triangle, DEF is itself a triangle. So first triangle is triangle DEF. So you can name it either way, DFE also is okay, or FED is also okay. So whichever way you want to name it, you can name it. The second triangle is, see, you have two triangles in it. So let us name that triangle BGE, and the third triangle is triangle GEF. So these are the three triangles in the given triangle. Now you need to find 6 line segments. Now let's find 6 line segments. Line segments are those which has 2 endpoints, isn't it? So you need to name the 2 endpoints to name the line segment. So first one is BG, then GF, then FE, then ED or D, anywhere around it's okay, and EG. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, isn't it? So we have named DG, GF, FE, ED, and DF is the last line segment. So we have named 6 line segments. Now the next one is 2 triangles with angle E as common. So where is angle E? So this is angle E. So you need to write 2 triangles with angle E as common. So where you have E, that is, in which triangle you have E there, you can write those triangles. See, in DEF you have E. In triangle DEF you have E there, angle E is there, and in triangle GEF, see, triangle GEF, you have E there. So angle E, if you need to specify angle E, then that angle E should be in between the 2 letters. Okay, so if it is in the middle of 2 letters, see, angle E is common to both DEF and GEF, so that it is angle E. So angle E here in this case, and angle DEF in this case. Okay, so angle E is common in both the triangles. That is how we find out triangles. And the next problem is, we have another problem. See, so what concept come to your mind when you see 2 lines like this? If they don't meet each other at a point, so those lines are called parallel lines, isn't it? So you have I've drawn 2 parallel lines here, and other set of 3 parallel lines crossing the 2 parallel lines. Okay, so let us name it A, C, F, and B, E, G. What are these? These are the meeting points. We have pointed out the meeting points of these 5 parallel lines. Okay. So now we need to find the first one is pair of intersecting lines. So I told you pair intersecting lines. What are intersecting lines? See, when two lines meet at a point, the lines are called intersecting lines, isn't it? They can be parallel, perpendicular, or generally intersecting lines with any angle between them. But if two lines or two or more lines meet at a point, then the lines are called intersecting lines. So what are the intersecting lines we have? We have as much lines. See, this is an intersecting pair and this is an intersecting pair. So for you to identify, let me mark it another color. See, here you have an intersecting line. Isn't it? All these things are intersecting lines, isn't it? So I need to write pair of intersecting lines. So I can write any pair of intersecting lines, but the lines need to be named, isn't it? So the lines need to be named. So let me name this line as AC. See, AC. I take the points AC here and let me write the line AC. AC is one line and another line which intersects is AB. AC and AB. So pair of intersecting lines I have written. So you can write CF. So that is, this is CF and this line I can name it as CE. So CF and CE are is another pair of intersecting lines, and again BE and AB is another pair of intersecting lines. So likewise you can have some 6 intersecting lines here, pair of intersecting lines here. Okay, so the next one is pair of parallel lines. So pair of parallel lines we have drawn initially, we have drawn parallel lines, isn't it? So these two are parallel lines and these 3 are also parallel lines. So parallel lines are those lines which do not meet at any point, isn't it? So AF is a line and BG is a line which are parallel to each other. So I write those 2 lines AF and BG. Or you can also write AB and CE and FG, or AB and FG. Those are also pair of parallel lines. Okay. The next one is the intersecting points. What are the intersecting points? The points where 2 or more lines meet each other, isn't it? So A, C, F, B, E, G are intersecting points. Do you understand? So now you have understood what are intersecting lines, parallel lines and intersecting points. Okay. Now the next sum is, if the sum of 2 angles is equal to an obtuse angle. Okay, so it is equal to an obtuse angle, then which of the following is not possible? See, you have 2 angles, like you take angle X plus angle Y, and that should be equal to obtuse angle. Now we know what is obtuse angle. What is obtuse angle? Should be greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. So the sum should be greater than 90 degrees and less than 180 degrees. So from the below 4 statements, they have given you 4 statements, or they have given you 4 possibilities, and you should say which is not possible. Okay, so this cannot be possible for obtaining an obtuse angle. So that choice you need to choose. So what are the 4 possibilities? First one is 1 obtuse, 1 obtuse and 1 acute. Okay, so this is your first possibility they have given. And the next one is 1 right angle and one acute. The next is two acute angles. And the fourth possibility is two right angles. Okay, so the first one is one obtuse, one acute. So if one is obtuse, say if one is obtuse, let us take 110, this is obtuse, and the other one is acute, let us take 60 degrees. So it comes to 170 degrees, so it is possible. But here in this case, if you take 120 and 60, it comes to 180, which is not possible. So 180 is not an obtuse angle, it is a straight angle. But because obtuse angle needs to be less than 180 degree and not equal to 180 degree. But you can also have possibilities like this. So this is possible. One obtuse and one acute is possible, isn't it? Then one right angle and one acute. See, one is 90 degree, right angle is 90 degree, isn't it? One acute is 45 degree you can have. So 90 plus 45 will be 135, isn't it? So 90 plus acute is up to 89 degree, it is acute, isn't it? So 89 degree you have 179 degree. This is perfectly possible. This condition is perfectly possible. One right angle and one acute is possible to have obtuse angle. And then two acute angles. Two acute angles is also possible because here you have 90 plus acute 179. As it is maximum 9 acute angle is 89 and you have 79. If two are acute, this will be one less than 90 degrees, isn't it? That is 89 and 89 will give you 178. So it is also absolutely possible two acute angles. Any I can take any. So for example, 60 plus 40 will give you 100. So this is also acute. Obtuse angle, isn't it? Sometimes when you take two acute angles, that is 20 plus 30, 50, this is not an obtuse angle. This is an acute angle. But it is possible for us to get when two angles, the sum of two acute angles is greater than 90 degrees. So it is, sometimes it is possible. So this is also possible. Two acute angles is also possible. But two right angles, what are two right angles? 90 plus 90, that gives you 180. See, absolutely it gives 180. So 180 degree is not an obtuse angle, it's a straight angle. So this option is not possible to get obtuse angle. So which is the choice which is not possible? Two right angles, because two right angles sum up to 180 degree, that gives you a straight line, that is not an obtuse angle. Do you understand? So that is how we determine to whether we need an obtuse angle or an acute angle or a straight angle or a reflex angle. So for these things you need to have a knowledge about the angle and the type of angle and the measure of each angle. Okay, so do remember all these facts about acute, obtuse, right angle, straight angle and reflex angle, so that you can use it in problems like this. Okay, so by this we come to the end of this chapter, basic geometrical ideas. Hope you would have understood the concepts of basic geometrical ideas clearly by doing these some of the sums. Keep practicing and keep in touch with the chapter basic geometrical ideas, because we have another chapter. The next chapter is understanding elementary shapes, which follows this chapter geometrical ideas. So until we meet the next chapter, it's bye from Anu for mathschool.com. Thank you.